Hi, my name is Tanika. We will go Tanny by short though. So I am starting this YouTube channel because I wanted to do a 75 challenge. However, I am significantly disabled. I have an injury in my neck, which if I turn my head or do anything like sweeping or anything that will aggravate it, I can put myself into seizures. Doesn't always happen, but it happens often enough that it's a real issue. So a lot of typical 75 challenge rules, particularly pertaining to exercise, is not feasible for me, even on the 75 soft. So for this one, I'm calling it 75 baby soft. It is for disabled people. It is for people who would like to do this, but we just don't know the way around the exercise part. For me, I'm going to focus on physical therapy moves to help get some strength back in parts of myself that I need. Like, I have difficulties walking because, exercise, even sometimes even just walking can send me into a seizure. If I'm tweaked and I step wrong or whatever the case may be, I've had seizures just from walking. So it's pretty interesting to try to work around that. So that's where I'm at on this. I will have a link to my blog, which will have my rules for that for anyone who is disabled that might have like to have a look at that. We also, as disabled people, we are challenged as far as finances go. So we can't go buy all the fancy foods. We can't. We pretty much have to eat what we get. Now I am currently in a little bit better of a position. I do get assistance because I have a child, so that hasn't always been the case. Like when I first started and was thinking of this, I had my son living with me and he was older and I wasn't able to get the assistance. So, we had a $100 a month budget for two people because he bought his own stuff and all that stuff. And, we kind of kept that sort of thing separate. But I know that I'm not the only one who's disabled out there that has or has had a super low budget. And I would like this to be sustainable for when my child moves out and I am still disabled and I don't have that extra cushion of assistance. I might be able to get some, but it's not going to be nowhere near what this is. And once she's gone, I'm not really concerned about it. I will figure out my ways. I will make my ways, whatever the case may be. But currently, I have a kid, so we need it. So we're gonna use it. I worked over 20 years of my life before this injury happened, and I paid into my taxes. So if I have to use it for a little while, I feel like that should be okay. But anyways, so I have a plate of breakfast here. What I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on having protein load. I have 2 eggs with some onion and some green pepper in there. I have some turkey bacon, 2 slices, a peach, and a piece of toast with some jelly. I just felt like having toast with jelly. It's about 629 calories for this plate of food. I know the original creator, I don't know his name, but I know he said not to focus on calories, but to choose a plan. However, since we have to eat what we can get, if we want to lose weight, if we want to make that progress, we are going to have to count calories. I mean, there's just no other way around it. You can't pick a fancy eating plan when you have a hot dog budget. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just not going to work. So, that's what it is. And for the most part, I'm eating this on a like a salad plate. It's like a smaller plate, and that's how I eat my food. I've been on this kind of way of eating for quite a while. Um, I've lost around 80 pounds, 75, 80 pounds, somewhere on there, in the last year, eating like this. So I'm going to continue doing that. I am starting to add a little bit more vegetables and fruits and the things that we had to skimp out on previously, and, focusing on protein and getting proper nutrition through fruits and vegetables and things like that I'm able to get. And, even as a disabled person, sometimes you can do that. Like if you go to food banks, sometimes they have, fresh fruits and vegetables. If not, before, when I had the $100 budget a month, I focused on frozen. I did frozen fruits and vegetables. I did mostly vegetables because fruit's expensive frozen. And then I did rice and pasta. A lot of rice. Meat. I did some. Mostly it was a flavoring, because I would buy like 5 for $20 deals, because it was just cheaper and I could get a more wide variety range of things to eat than I could if I went and bought like a pack of hamburger or a pack of chicken, or a pack of pork chops or whatever. In that case they had a little bit of everything, and I felt it fit pretty good in my budget because I could get 2 of those deals. If I used the meat for flavoring, then it stretched it, barely, but it stretched it as long as we needed it. And I am very thankful for that. As far as the exercise, like I said, I'm going to do the physical therapy. I'm going to do walking on the days that I am not feeling off. I have been for the last couple of days. I had some seizures yesterday because the previous evening I had, I'd cleaned my kitchen, and that involves sweeping the floor. And I haven't mopped it yet. I got to get some the pads for my Swiffer, so I'll have round 2 as soon as I get those. So I may save that for the weekend, though, because I have appointments and stuff all the rest of this week, and I can't be having seizures when I'm having appointments. So the rest of the challenge is pretty much the same. I mean, obviously we can read and that sort of thing. I did add an optional thing because I am a Christian, so optional, I also added reading a chapter of the Bible a day. That's in addition to reading, something that's going to help me. So I don't mind. I have time. I work on my blog, which I haven't got a whole lot of traction on that yet, but that's basically Christian-based stuff, kind of detailing my journey and what's, how I'm coping in the life change and stuff. And let's see. I'm pretty new at this. I'm not new at speaking on forums. I have a TikTok too, so I am used to doing this sort of thing. I do Bible studies on there, Eat With Me's, that sort of thing. I've been tracking my weight loss progress on there, and so I'm fairly comfortable with speaking like this. However, doing kind of like a days in the life sort of thing, that's where I get a little bit shaky. I'm not used to that, that sort of thing. So bear with me. I was thinking along the lines of, we are in such a body positivity culture, and I love that for people. I love that people want to be comfortable in their bodies. I love that we should love everybody regardless of size or disability or anything like that. However, as a bigger person who is having significant difficulties, from a health standpoint, if you have the ability to change that, I would urge you to at least consider it. Not for anybody else, not for acceptance, but just because you will come to a point in your life where that weight will become a hindrance, will become an issue. Like right now, I'm having severe problems with my right knee because everything is happening to my right side. I'm like literally, the issue is my right side of my neck. You know, it gets pinched, and there's something in there that gets like pinched, and it, you know, it causes seizures. And like now I have problems with my right knee, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the fact that I can't sleep correctly. You know, I can't, I have to sleep on my stomach. I have a big chest, and it likes to roll up into my throat if I sleep any other way. If I try to sleep on my side, it pulls on my back. So I have to sleep on my stomach, and, you know, that's not ideal for your neck. And, you know, it's just how it is. You know, when you're bigger, you have a lot of problems with navigating the world. And just from that standpoint, I would urge you to try to make some changes, if at all possible, especially if you're young. If you're young, it is so much easier. You know, I'm 45 right now, and if I knew, and I mean, even before this, I was a hiker. I hiked mountains. I hiked all kind of stuff. You know, I was very active. I'd go to the Y, and I'd be there for 3 hours at a time. You know, I love physical exercise. So this has been one of the hardest things in my entire life. And if I could have gotten my eating under control back then and got myself into a better physical state at that time, I wouldn't be where I am now. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign this off and I guess get it edited if I feel like it needs edited. I don't know. I'm usually pretty raw. So expect raw videos because I don't do a whole lot of editing. So it's just, I don't know. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. I can do it, but I feel like it's kind of contrived sometimes. Anyways, I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast because my eggs are probably cold now. And I'm just going to go about my day because I got things I got to get done, appointments I got to go to, and got to get them all running done. So I hope you'll check out that link below. Check out my challenge rules. That way you know and hold me accountable to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Which I will be, but you know, you can make sure. And if you don't want to, if you just want to watch and see, you can do that too. Anyways, bye.